Hey guys, it's John from Physical Living, and I know what this looks like. It looks like I'm about to do an epic product review for all of these kettlebells, and I am, just not today. I'm going to be doing it at a later date because I just got some of these last week, and I need more time to review them. I've actually got more on the way, and so this is kind of just a vlog or a vlog if you prefer. I kind of think that's a weird word. But this is just kind of an update about an exciting project that I've been working on behind the scenes. Which will be an epic product review where I compare as many of the pro-grade competition style kettlebells as I can get my hands on between now and the holidays. And so just wanted to kind of tell you what's going on and get you guys as excited about it as I am, and ask you for some feedback about how I can make this product review as helpful as possible for you. So how this kind of came about was I posted a review for these three kettlebells you see here on your right about 3 years, I think, yeah, it was 2013, and those were, so that yellow one is from Perform Better and the red and orange one are both from the World Kettlebell Club, and at the time those were the two companies that I recommended to most people for purchasing kettlebells, depending on who you are and what your goals are. And so I posted that in 2013, and then a couple weeks ago I got a tweet on Twitter from somebody from kettlebellkings.com, which is a site, a store that sells kettlebells, and they said, hey, are you planning on updating that product review you did all those years ago? And I said, well, I wasn't planning on it, but it got me thinking, and I thought, now that I think about it, probably should update that product review because I'm sure there's a lot more kettlebells now, and I'm sure the prices have changed and the quality has probably changed, different technology and manufacturing practices. And so, I started talking with Kettlebell Kings about it, and when all was said and done, they offered to send me a couple of kettlebells free of charge in exchange for a review. And so I was like, this is awesome. You send me a couple kettlebells for free. I think it's going to work out best for everybody, for you guys. For me, I get free kettlebells, and for Kettlebell Kings, they get some media, some exposure as well. So it's kind of a win-win-win situation. And so they sent me these two kettlebells, this black one and this green one here. It's a 20-pounder, and this green one's a 24 kilogram. And they're two different styles, which is why they sent me two. This is kind of their competition style one, this green one. And the black one is also a competition style kettlebell, but it's kind of a lower quality version. I don't know all the details, but they're less expensive. I believe they'd still be suitable for competition. And the company, they sell all the different weights available that you can think of. And so that was really great. I was like, this is sweet. I'm going to be able to update my product review. And I was thinking, hey, I wonder if any other companies would be interested in the same thing. I know it's a little slow of me, but eventually it caught on, like, this might actually be able to, this might have some traction, and maybe another company would be interested too. So I typed into Google competition style kettlebells to see what came up, what are the latest companies that are doing this, and contacted one of the first results and said, hey, Kettlebell Kings is sending me some free kettlebells. Would you like to send me some too? And I didn't really say it like that. But that was kind of the gist of it. Hey, I'm doing this product review, and I'm going to try and get as many kettlebells as I can now, and would you send me some too? And they said, sure, and they were familiar with my work. They're like, yeah, we've already read that review that you're telling us about, and we read your first time kettlebell buyer's guide, and it's great stuff, and we'd love to send you some kettlebells. And so that was Kettlebells USA, and so this light blue one and this purple one in the back are both from Kettlebells USA. And those are also two different models. They're two different weights. This is a 12 kilogram, this is a 20 kilogram, and they are also different styles. So they're both competition style kettlebells, but they're manufactured in a different way. This is their Paradigm Pro Elite model, and I forget, Paradigm Pro Classic, it might be what it's called. But they're made a little bit differently. The Paradigm Pro Elite is a higher quality kettlebell than this one. They're both high quality kettlebells. Everything I have here today is a high quality kettlebell. They're all great. So I was stoked. Not only that they'd send me some kettlebells, but that they had actually heard of me before. It's like I'm not some big fitness celebrity who trains the movie stars or anything. I'm kind kind of run this out of my home gym and have a small online business with a humble but very loyal and devoted following. And so after 2 companies agreed to this, I was like, man, I've really got something here. So I contacted like, I don't know, 8, maybe 10 companies after that and just told them the story. And several of them responded to it. And so I've got kettlebells here from, so I've already told you some of them. This is also, this green one in front of me is from performbetter.com. So this is the original model that I bought myself from Perform Better years ago. And this is an updated version, a 24 kilogram. I already showed you those, that's Kettlebell Kings. And this one up here you haven't seen is from christiansfitnessfactory.com. 16 kilogram pro grade competition style kettlebell. And I've got more on the way. I'm actually, FedEx is delivering kettlebell tomorrow from Vulcan Strength Training Systems, which is another manufacturer that is known for producing really high quality kettlebells. Somebody on my website actually commented about it recently, which gave me the idea. They were just raving about these kettlebells. So I'm like, okay, I should definitely contact Vulcan as well. And another company is actually sending me a kettlebell. It's a new prototype design, and it's on the next freighter from, I believe, Sweden is where they're based. I could be wrong on that, but the company is Eleiko, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but they're a big name in the kettlebell community. I know Steve Cotter has done work with them in the past, and I've been vaguely familiar with them, but I don't know how to pronounce their name. But anyways, I reached out to them and they said, well, that's a great idea. We'd love to participate. But we're in the process of redesigning our kettlebells. We're coming up with a new kettlebell design or a new manufacturing process, something along those lines. And our new kettlebells aren't going to be ready until like after the New Year is what they were kind of indicating to me. Or maybe slightly before then. They weren't really sure. They weren't clear with me. But it wasn't going to be in time for me to do this review because I've been telling all these other companies that I'll probably get this review posted before the holidays. At least that's my goal. I don't want it to drag on forever, and I've been training with kettlebells for over 10 years now, so I don't need too much time to evaluate them. I mean, they're all competition style kettlebells, but these are all very unique designs. They're all different from one another in subtle ways, and so I need a little bit of time to evaluate them, and I figured two or 3 months would be enough time for that. And so I was just brainstorming with this guy at Eleiko, I don't know. And I said, hey, is there any way you could get me a prototype of your new design? And he said, let me get back to you. And so I guess he contacted their HQ over in Sweden, which apparently is where they're based. And he said, they'd love to send you a prototype for a kettlebell. What size do you want? I said, how about a 32 kilogram? He said, done. I've got it on the next freighter to the United States, which happened to leave Monday earlier this week. So I'm pretty stoked about that. So overall, it's been really positively received. The idea of doing a really epic product review where I compare as many pro-grade kettlebells as I can. I did get one no, and I won't say who it is, at least not here. I already said it somewhere else. And it's not that big of a deal, but I was really disappointed because of all the companies I contacted, this was like the one company that I was really hoping would say yes because they have a very unique kettlebell design. It's totally different from all of these that you'd see here in a couple of ways, and so I was hoping they'd agree, but they said no. They politely declined it. They weren't mean about it or anything. They just said not this time. And there's a few other companies that I've contacted I haven't heard from yet. So if you're watching this video, I hope you'll contact me because I want to get as many different brands available or as possible so that this can be a really helpful product review, because there are some other companies that are not represented here yet that are well known, that do come up in the Google search results, and people are going to be wondering what I feel about those. And so my goal, I'm not giving up on them. I've sent some follow-up emails, and I might try and call them on the phone sometime just to let them know that I'm serious and this is a legitimate opportunity, and pretty sure I'm going to be able to get you back your initial investment to send me a kettlebell or two. And that's what I've been asking these companies for. Send me 1 or 2 kettlebells, and preferably of different weights, so that I can compare them amongst each other, and especially when they offer 2 different styles, like Kettlebell Kings does, and Kettlebells USA does. And some of these other companies do offer many different kettlebell styles, but for this review, I'm only reviewing competition style, also known as pro grade kettlebells that would be used in kettlebell sport. That's the only kind I've really used for the last 7 years. I just think it's a superior tool, and for a few dollars more than classic iron, traditional Russian kettlebells, I think it's worth it to invest in these competition style kettlebells that are made of steel, and their dimensions are universal regardless of the weight. So a 16 kilogram kettlebell weight is the same exact size, well, roughly speaking, as the 32 kilogram kettlebell, and so that makes it easier to transition to a heavier weight without having to adjust your technique, like where the kettlebell sits in the rack position and things like that. And so there's other reasons why I like competition style kettlebells. I don't need to get into that here. So anyways, I just wanted to tell you guys that that's the plan. That's what's going on. I'm really excited to be doing this, and really humbled that so many companies would offer to send me kettlebells for free. This is it's really cool to see so many companies standing behind their products and willing to participate in something like this, and it shows a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Not confidence, but it shows a lot of confidence on the part of these companies to send me something where they're going to be showcased with all these other brands. And something interesting I've discovered in this process and talking with some of these different businesses is that they all feel like they have the best kettlebell, or their kettlebell is just set apart in this way. We have the kettlebell that's been designed in this way, or we pioneered this type of technology, or ours is the only one that's made like this. And every single one of them has really, all but one, has really defended their brand as the best option. I can tell you they're all, from my first impressions, I've only had some of these for about a week now. But first impressions that these are all great kettlebells, and there are definitely differences between them, and even after just a week I'm already forming my opinion. I already think I have a favorite. I'm not going to reveal it because things could change in the next couple months, and I don't want you guys all going crazy, and I don't want to if I do change my mind, my opinion, I don't want to have 2 different videos posted on YouTube that are contradictory. But I am leaning towards one company that just seems to stand above the others more so. And like I said, I've got 2 more kettlebells from 2 different companies on the way. Might hear back from some of these other companies, and so I might get more and be like, whoa, those are even better than this one that I like. And so I'm not going to say now. Which leads me to one of my last points, is how you guys can help me. The number one thing I'm interested in hearing from you is how I can make this an awesome product review for you. This is not every day that you get a product review where you get to compare so many different similar products in one review. And so if there's anything I can do to help you in making a decision about which company to purchase, if you want high-res photos or detailed dimensions, or I don't know, what you tell me what you're looking for in a product review like this, where I'm specifically comparing a lot of similar kettlebells. So that's the number one way you can help me. The other way you can help me is if there's any other kettlebell brands that I haven't mentioned that you would be interested in having me review, please let me know. Post them in the comments below, and if I haven't reached out to them already, I'll definitely send them an email and just tell them what's going on. And if there is a company that you would really like me to review a kettlebell for, please contact them too and tell them about the opportunity. Contact them on my behalf, because I have had a few of my emails ignored. I have received one no, and I think if these companies understood the potential of a review like this, they're not going to lose money over this. They're going to gain business, and probably some of them are going to gain a lot of business from it. And so if the company is confident enough in their products to send them in for this, then the more the merrier. So anyways, you can do that as well, which would be tremendous. So anyways, just wanted to turn on the camera and yak at you for a little bit, tell you about this project. I'm really excited about it, and I'll try and keep you posted. If you want to know more frequent updates before, like leading up to the actual product review, I'd encourage you to sign up for my newsletter at physicalliving.com. It's a weekly fitness newsletter that I put out. You could also follow me on Facebook or Twitter. Facebook is kind of it's where I spend more of my time than on Twitter. So you can check out the links below for those pages as well. So I'm going to stop talking now. Ronan, why don't you come over here, bud, because you're down here. Ronan. He's not listening because I've been talking. Ronan! Hey! Ronan! Yeah, you. You're taking a nap. Come here. You goofball, you're all tight and sore from laying down on this concrete floor down here. Ronan, yeah, I made a little obstacle course for you. So he's down here. He's not always down here when I'm filming, but I figured when you are, let them get a look at you because you're a good boy and they like you more than they like me. Definitely more handsome than I am. So anyways, I will let you go now, and I think the last thing I have to say is thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate that you'd give me some of your time, especially for something like this where I'm really just kind of telling you what's going on. But I'm excited, so I had to tell somebody, right? So I'll see you next time. There goes the toilet.